I come to you from a faraway land, bringing you the most OP mid laner at the very moment, Garen. Some of you might know that Garen has been the most OP mid laner for like at least months during every single season in lower MMRs. At the moment, he's the highest win rate mid laner in Iron, Bronze, Silver, and Gold, which if any of you played mid lane last season or watched my videos last season, you wouldn't be surprised about, because last season, for a majority of the season, Garen was the highest mid lane win rate champion in Iron, Bronze, Silver, and Gold. So we're back yet again. After the Stridebreaker update, it seems that Garen mid has had a little bit of a renaissance. So seems like he's very, very strong, so we're going to be playing him this game, and we're going to see how to carry on him. I think everyone should play Garen because he's just such a simple champion, and he's very easy to carry on. Against melee matchups, I like starting Q. Against ranged matchups, you can start W to get that stacking happening earlier and make sure you don't lose as much health. Garen is a very strong level 1 champion against melee champs, so we can try to look for some harass on the Katarina here. Be willing to play aggressive against these melee champions. You will beat most of them level 1, especially if they're AP champs. And Garen can just do so much damage level 1 because he has an auto attack reset and a silence, so what can champions really do, right? Katarina is playing very defensively. The one thing about Garen as well is he pushes very easily and he has a lot of sustain. So even against ranged matchups, you're usually fine fighting for the push early. But I promise you, at lower MMRs, just push waves. And people will miss last hits on their tower. I'm not even going to try to harass the Katarina here. Let's track how many last hits she misses. So she missed 1. She missed 2. That's 3. And that's 4. So she missed 4 minions on her tower. She's 8 minions down now. I haven't done anything. We haven't even interacted in the lane. And she's already 8 minions down. That's almost 1 kill, by the way, in terms of gold value. 13 minions is 1 kill. Funny part about Garen as well is if you play Phase Rush, you can just kind of spin on the enemy champ. There's not a whole lot they can do. Katarina is bleeding minions while doing this. Sure, she took a winning trade, but you lost a lot of minions for it, so was it really worth it? I could pop my potion here, but I think it's important when you play Garen to be comfortable dropping low health. Looks like Katarina has decided to jump in and kill herself. So that will happen, I guess. Oh, there's a Nidalee mid lane as well. She doesn't kill me, so I'm fine. She just runs in and procs Dark Harvest. I will come back. She might try to return. Yeah, I'm just wasting her time. I'm not going to be able to get a base off here, which is kind of going to be annoying. But then we get the next beautiful thing about Garen. You're passive. You just heal so much that it doesn't matter if you can't take your base sometimes. No one saw this cannon minion, it's fine. Oh, no one saw all of these minions. Do you remember what I said when low elo when I said low elo players can't last it? Yeah, what if I told you high elo players can't last it on the tower either? What would you think then? Yeah, that's probably what I thought. Yeah, I'll just shove the wave out and then roam. Look, even at level 4, Garen can just one-shot the wave. Oh, she hit it. I'll just silence her, make sure she doesn't flash out of here. I probably could have flashed after her. That's my bad. I'll just take my base here. I could have flashed after her, or I could have flash auto-queued and then eat, and then I would get a phase rush proc. We're gonna get tier 2 boots first. You're, practically speaking, always gonna be going tier 2 boots first on Garen. Just make sure E's so much more powerful. You get to do a bigger spin and you get to stick to people. Also, the reason for the phase rush, I personally like phase rush the most on Garen, especially when you're playing something like a Stridebreaker, because you can just QE phase or QE Stridebreaker and then you proc phase rush. Oh, don't tell me my cannon minion is gonna be gone here, right, Mr. Lilia? You wouldn't deny me my cannon minion, would you? I'm not too happy about that situation. So the higher MMR play here would be to freeze and try to deny the Katarina as much as possible, but I'm gonna keep it simple. So we're just gonna push the wave out because that's what I would recommend people do at lower MMRs. Just push every single wave. And then move to make something happen, move to be annoying to the enemy jungler. Kurt Cocaine is not going to have a fun time on his bot side here because he's going to be doing it. So we're going to see if we can find him. And we're going to place a deep ward. Seems like we couldn't find him. He must have just done his blue buff. There he is. But we're not going to try to actually kill him. We're just going to get some vision, and then we're going to come back to mid lane, and we're going to push out the wave again. And Katarina is not going to be able to play the game. We're just going to spin in her face. No, get the minion. Oh, there we go. I almost lost that melee minion. And then we can just leave again. And now, Mr. Katarina is going to be missing a couple of minions on her tower. We can trap this bush. I don't think I really have kill potential. But she just jumped into me, so maybe I do. I could flash after her. Oh, we can just kill the Katarina, maybe. Silence her. Walk into that spear. No problem. Oh, I should have flashed over that. I can just flash into it, maybe. Oh my god, everyone is low health. It's a party in the bottom lane. We kill everyone. Everyone's dead. Ah, yes, triple kill. Yeah, that was not intentional. I just kind of walked into that triple kill. But that's the power of having push mid lane, right? That's the power of having push mid lane. I get to just make these plays and then I just randomly stumble into kills. I'm sure you guys have had this experience many times where you're like, you're just pushing mid lane and then all of a sudden a random kill just shows up to you and you're like, oh, I just got a random kill. That wouldn't have happened if you weren't shoving mid lane, right? I'm just gonna take my base here. I could go for a plate here, but I don't really think it's worth it. I think I just take my base here and go for my Tiamat. So the same reason that I like Stridebreaker early is the same, or I like Phase Rush because of Stridebreaker. That synergy also works with Tiamat, which means you can Q, spin, and then Tiamat proc. And that Tiamat proc will proc Phase Rush, which means you can just stick to people, right? And you can keep spinning on them, which is kind of what you want. And it also allows you to just push waves faster. Katarina can roam here. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do. She got the push, right? So I had to base, she got the push, so she can roam. She might roam top here. We're just gonna take this opportunity to shove out mid lane. Yeah, she was roaming bot side. It's fine, no one saw anything. We run Demolish mid lane for this reason. Katarina doesn't really deal that much damage to us, but we run Demolish mid lane just... Whenever we crash a cannon wave against melee champions, usually you can just get a free plate, which is quite nice. I could have also elected to roam bot side with that, but I decided not to. Little Bro Potato 333 and Kurt Cocaine. Forge Infinity. We have some banger names this game. We're just gonna shove the wave again. Not even gonna look at the Katarina. I'm gonna spin a little bit on her. And then we're just gonna walk into the enemy jungle. That simple. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna walk into the enemy jungle, see if we can find an Italy, and we can't. Gonna place a ward here. We have our ult up, and we have our ignite. That means we can probably 100-0 the Italy. And you can see, it's not like I've done anything crazy. I've just pushed waves, but the people at lower MMRs don't know how to last hit on their tower. Only at lower MMRs, right guys? Remember that cannon minion? Yeah, don't worry about it. Katarina is roaming bot here. That seems to be a mistake, because she didn't push the wave first, so now we're just gonna sit mid lane. I don't have to follow her bad roams. If she doesn't get a kill here, she's just completely lost. She loses 2 plates mid lane. People at lower MMRs will go for roams, like when I say lower MMR, I mean probably below Master Tier, so this applies to everyone that's watching probably, because I don't think I have that many Master Tier and above people watching. But people will usually take very bad roam timers and just lose the game off of them, because they'll lose so much stuff mid lane. Even if she got a kill bot lane there, it would not have been worth it. Because she lost 3 plates for it. Look. I'm pretty sure I can dive her. I think she's dead. Oh well, Nidalee was there to heal her. That is just unfortunate. The Nidalee drive-by heal on the Katarina to save her? That's a bit unlucky, dare I say. But we can just keep shoving out mid lane. Even though we lost our full one-shot combo, it's kind of okay still. Because we're probably gonna get a tower for it. So we can use our ult to force the Katarina back and we can just take a tower for it. Seems like Lilia wanted to share the gold. I don't really mind, I have enough money for my Stridebreaker anyway. Take our base here to get our Stridebreaker. I like going sweeper. After you break mid lane tower or after you start perma-shoving, I like going sweeper. Just because it means you can usually trap in the enemy jungle quite easily. Oh, my bot lane is winning now as well. That's just fantastic. Actually, they're a bit behind in CS. Top lane is... I mean, top lane is somehow behind in Irelia versus Gnar, but I don't think it matters that much. Our job now is no longer to, like, try to kill mid lane. Well, it hasn't really been this entire game. Our job is now just to push and try to take control over the enemy jungle, just like we've been doing the entire game. You don't have to kill the enemy mid laner to do well in lower MMRs. It's actually quite the opposite. You don't have to kill the enemy mid laner. As you can see, I don't have to kill the Katarina. She's died twice, but it's not like I've killed her 1v1 in mid lane. That just hasn't happened. I've just pushed waves and moved. And now I'm gonna push wave and I'm gonna move up here. And I'm gonna say hi to the Nidalee. And Nidalee is dead. And now I'm gonna return back to mid lane. And this is in turn gonna give my Lilia an advantage. Because now my Lilia has time to clear where the enemy Nidalee is dead. I could stay top lane here to try to dive the Gnar, but I don't have my ult, so I don't feel comfortable doing it. Plus, I want to make it as easy as possible, right? Get the wave, do something on the map, run back mid lane, get the wave again. It's that simple. Here, get the wave, run bot lane. Katarina is probably running bot lane here as well, actually, which is very funny. I don't think she should be. I'm actually not gonna play this, because I don't think it's a good play. I'm just gonna take the Scuttle Crab instead. I don't think I could really help there. Realistically, I should have just pushed out mid lane, but I wanted to stick to the ideals that I presented earlier, right? Which is just push the wave. Or push the wave and try to make something happen on the map. Okay, well, Ashe just kind of killed herself as well. Ashe? Caitlyn, I mean. But we can just keep pushing mid lane here. Someone has to come stop me. If no one comes to stop me, they will just bleed a lot of tower damage. Which means Katarina is gonna have a much harder time roaming next time, out of fear of losing the tower, right? Look, next time she roams, that tower is dead. What are we gonna do? We could get a ward on the Drake, but Nidalee is topside anyway, so it should be fine. So we're just gonna go check enemy wraiths. Always want to be doing something when you push out. I could run top lane here, but I honestly don't really mind that much. I think keep it simple. Take wraiths, come back mid lane, shove out another wave. Just to keep the Katarina from roaming. Nautilus can try to jump on me here, but I don't think it's that good of an idea. Oh, I silenced the Nautilus by mistake. Well, Nidalee is dead, or Katarina is dead. I just have so much more gold and XP than her. I could take the tower here, but Nautilus actually kills the wave too quickly. So I kind of just have to wait for a little bit. Push out the wave. Yeah, we'll just push out this wave. There we go. Could just go for the tower here as well, to be honest. Lilia is getting a lot of resources. Did my Shaco just jump in, ignite 300 health Nautilus? Absolutely he did. Looks like the Shaco wants to share the gold as well. Everyone really loves just sharing gold with me this game, for some reason. We're just gonna push out the wave and then take our base. We're gonna go Phantom Dancer next. I like the Phantom Dancer IE build. I think that's a very cool build. Phantom Dancer into Infinity Edge, you kind of just one-shot people with your E, and if you land a crit on them, oh my god, they're just one-shot. So ideally what we actually wanted to do was roam a lot this game, but because Katarina has left lane so much to try to make stuff happen on the map, roaming hasn't really been that good of an option. Like, just taking her tower has been a better option. Which I think it's important to be, like, flexible in that idea, right? Like, I want to roam, but if the enemy mid laner is just going to leave the lane and present me with an opportunity to just take their tower, I will do that instead, right? Like, those are the two things you really need to track. Like, is the enemy mid laner roaming too much? In that case, take their towers. Are they not roaming, or are they not roaming and just sitting on the tower? Well, in that case, you should roam. And it's very important to be flexible between those two things. Because if I just tried to constantly follow the Katarina this game, I wouldn't really be up that much. Because, well, I wouldn't really be taking her tower, right? So shove out mid lane, and then we're gonna see if we can make a play happen on the bot side. Katarina might just be running top lane here, to be honest. She is. It's so funny, Nidalee is mid lane here, taking the wave. I could just escort the wave.
Enemy killing spree.
I could also just run up and try to fight. I'm very strong. That isn't a bad idea either. I think running up and fighting is fine. I'm doing the exact opposite of what I said I should be doing, but let's see if it works. Oh, Katarina is running mid lane. If you can hit the E, she is dead. Oh, you don't even have the... You don't have sleep. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay mid lane. Katarina has shown that she just likes roaming a lot, for no reason, even when it's bad. So I'm just gonna stay mid lane. I don't need to feel pressure to do anything. Like, I'm just gonna take her inhib, to be honest. Like, if she wants to keep on roaming like this, I will take her inhibitor. Shove out mid lane. Now she's finally staying mid lane. Means that they're gonna bleed up here. Katarina might roam. I'm gonna stop her from doing that. I could flash. Okay, she flashes. That's fine. I think I can just take the tower in her face. I'm pretty sure. No one can really stop me here. Look, Katarina is missing. I'm on her inhib tower, and Katarina is missing. Does that make sense? Because it doesn't to me. They're just... No one's here! No one's here! No one's here, because Katarina's probably roaming somewhere. She was basing. Nice. I guess they just lost an inhib tower. Oh, my Shaco kinda got hit. Good altar. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll just stay mid lane. Ashe is basing, but I think I get the inhib in time. Like, it's crazy, isn't it? No one is here. They're trying to make plays on the map. They just lost an inhib at 15 minutes. Now, some of you might be like, wait, I thought you weren't supposed to take an inhib that early. It's actually okay when you have a lot of standing gold on the map. For example, you can see that we have top tower here, we have bot tower here. We can use the pressure mid lane to take more gold on the map, if that makes sense. But generally speaking, yeah, you don't want to be taking inhibs that early. Take this red buff. Probably just base here. We have Hextech Drake coming up. I can get my BF sword as well, and my PD. You can see. Oh, someone is here. Someone just swept that. But you can see, I'm up almost 100 CS on the Katarina. And it's not like I've done anything. I've just pushed mid-wave. That's all I've done. But Katarina has been like, oh, bot lane, I need to go. Oh, bot lane. And then it's like, okay, well then you just lose everything. Mid lane. Cool, I guess. Like, I'll take it, but this is not how you should be playing. I could flash on her, but I don't really think it's worth. I'm just gonna shove out mid lane again. And then look for a roam. Don't tell me that I'm gonna be able to just end the game by walking mid lane here. That would be very funny. But I don't think so. Someone should come here. I'm gonna sweep this area. Wait, no one is defending mid? Okay, there we go. Ashe is defending mid now. I would actually like to just play top lane. I think I should just play top. I think I'll just go top. I'll just go top. Because I can split. And the enemy team needs to send a lot of people to kill me. So I'm just gonna run top here. You could say it's bad because Drake is up. Makes sense to me. I would prefer my shit. You don't need to come here either, by the way. I would prefer splitting. I'm getting bullied at this point. Bro, you lost a 1v1 to a Garen or to a Nautilus support. I feel like that... Okay, the TP up is really bad. Because now it kind of ruined the whole point of me running up here, which was that I wanted to split. But now I'm not splitting. So what now? Now I have to run mid lane, I guess. Which feels a bit bad. See if I can catch the Nautilus here. He's level 10? That is crazy.
Shut down.
Well, should be winning. I guess I'll run bot lane here then. I don't really like my Caitlyn side laning either, to be honest. Feels pretty bad. I feel like Caitlyn should just be mid lane and I should be in the side lane. Because I can take towers. Caitlyn can't really take towers that easily. Against stuff like Katarina. Out of like fear of dying. Katarina is here. Yeah, people just... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna push bot. I will take this tower. We haven't really been able to do anything with this inhibitor advantage. Because people are just like... Not where they need to be. Like, I want to just be on my own in the side lane, because I can drag 3 people over and I'll survive, or I'll beat them. I don't really want to play with my team at this point, because I'm so strong that we should just be able to use my strength to generate numbers advantages on the map. Katarina and Gnar. I could probably one-shot the cat. Problem is if someone else is here. Just gonna hide here. If someone else is here, then this is a bit awkward, right? Oh, that stuns? That sucks. Got the Nidalee though. She's not dead? Oh, she's not dead. Well, that sucks. Again, here I would have preferred that I would just be on my own bot lane. If I'm on my own bot lane here, it would be way nicer. Yeah, you will for sure kill me, I think. Joke. Like, if I was on my own bot lane here, imagine what we could be doing topside right now. Nash is spawning as well. We'd be able to just take everything. Would have been very nice. But I'll just run top lane now. And you can see, they're also bleeding mid here. Against their Nexus towers. Because they're all trying to respond to this bot lane play. So they're just gonna bleed their Nexus tower here as well. Because everyone's like, oh guys, no, we need to defend the bot lane. Help, we need to kill everyone bot lane here. No, kill them all. Oh wait, no, our Nexus tower. But yeah, people hate playing cross maps this game. Or hate like... People love just walking together at lower MMRs is the general feeling I get. But hopefully, if you watch this video, you'll understand. Don't do that. If you have a very strong side laner, play on the opposite side of the map and be very strong. Because your side laner will drag a lot of people there. Which means that you can take stuff on the other side of the map. They're coming up here, by the way, but I think I'm fine. We can just leave. I could try to one-shot the Nidalee here, but there's 3 people up here. Oh, Nidalee is, or Lilia is not bad. I think we can kill this Nautilus as well, to be honest. But I'm just gonna shove out the wave. Irelia is pushing bot. That's good. She might be able to get stuff when I start pressuring topside heavily. I'm gonna sweep this. Nautilus is just soaking XP. He's the same level as Katarina. Gnar and Ashe are up here. So we just wait. Just patience. Patience. Wait for bot lane to be pushed out. That's all we have to do. Just don't get picked and wait for bot lane to be pushed out. Okay. Ashe is playing very aggressively here. Leads me to believe someone's behind her. If it's just Nautilus, I can kill both of them. It is just Nautilus. But I don't have flash, which makes this a bit more ugly. But I mean, 2 people up here. If I had flash, I would be able to one-shot this Ashe. But I don't. Okay, so we see Nautilus leave. We see Ashe leave as well. So we're just gonna keep pushing top. And we're gonna make this miserable for them. We're gonna make it as annoying as possible. Because now they're all trying to respond to this bot side play. Caitlyn is doing wraiths. While we're pressuring mid inhib, we're pressuring top tower, and we're pressuring bot tower. I think Caitlyn is kind of not understanding the point of all this. And then we can just leave again. You can see, I'm dragging 2 people up here again, and I have pressure in the 2v1. So my teammates should have a numbers advantage. Maybe we can trap here? Oh, no? Okay, they have vision. That's fine. I think Lilia is dead though. Which kind of feels a bit bad. Oh, she kills the Katarina though. Then it's probably worth it. Oh, look, they're committing to this Caitlyn now. That means I get this top tower. Look, Ashe and Nautilus are committing to this Caitlyn. So I'll just take top tower. I'm gonna die for this, but that's fine. Because we'll get bot tower as well. So it's kind of worth it, I think. Oh, Nautilus went bot side. That means I probably get this inhib as well. I do kill the Ashe as well if he tries to step up. I'm gonna Q and then I'm gonna ignite for Nimbus Cloak. Yeah, there we go. Nimbus Cloak is so nice on Garen. You just spin on the enemy and then they die. You can see. They just left her alone for 1 second, and with that, we break open the game completely. Katarina can try to jump on me, but it's not gonna go well for her necessarily. Like, we just spin on her as well. Oh, Nidalee wants some as well? Yeah, you can have some as well, man. Come on then. Come on then. You wanna get involved as well, my man? Come on then. I probably just take my base here. I have 3,000 gold. We could try to end, but we don't have a bot wave. We have a mid wave. Might be able to end. But Gnar is a bit annoying for me to deal with under tower. And next is Dead Man's Blade, just for the movement speed. Movement speed is such a nice stat on Garen. Well, how are we gonna win the game from this point onwards? I have flash quite soon. Bot lane tower is the only thing that's really up. So the way to play this is like we have 2 options. Either we go Baron, and we just end the game on Baron. Like, we just get Baron and then we can just walk down mid lane. That's probably the best way to approach this situation. Because we have so much pressure from these 2 inhibs. Or, what we can do is we can be annoying, and we can keep splitting, and we can make the enemy team's lives miserable by continuing to split. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because they seem to not know how to deal with it very well. So we're just gonna make their lives miserable. We need to not fight here, though. Like, we need to just be a bit slow. I mean, I can walk up. Hello, Nidalee. Goodbye, Nidalee. And then I can take this wave again. And now we will have a numbers advantage. I mean, I'm gonna step up very aggressively here. I'm gonna pressure this inhib. You have to come respond. They're not gonna come respond, okay? Well, then you lose an inhib. Because they're too, like, focused on what's happening mid lane. No one is looking at what's happening here. I think I can just flash on Ashe. Yeah, there we go. Ashe is dead now as well. Look for the Nautilus next. Hello, boss. Yeah, he's dead as well. That should be the game, right there. Even though like we had a little bit of a mid-game slowdown, that's the game. We just win it like that. 14-0 on Garen. You don't need to stomp your lane. You don't need to get 10 million solo kills in the lane. Just by pushing and being on the map, you will just be so much stronger than the enemy mid lane. You can see. Like, it was just slowly bleeding the enemy team out. And that was it. And I mean, look at the damage dealt as well. Highest in the game by quite a wide margin. Yeah, Have a good one. See you.